Hello everybody, and welcome to a Sword Art Online Season 2 review. Only Season 2, nothing in here about Season 1 whatsoever, except for a slight comparison between, this is how Season 1 is, this is how Season 2 is, for very specific things. But yes, overall, it's only Sword Art Online Season 2, so if you came here looking for that, you did in fact come to the right place. Before anything else, I want to say this is a little bit shorter of a video than I normally do, and I hope you guys enjoy that. But without further ado, let's kind of get started. What's it all about? Well, in the second season, we are following Kirito again, as he's known in the game, and instead of being trapped in a game, he willingly goes to investigate a game called Gun Gale Online, or GGO, and there's incidents called the Death Gun incidents. And basically, long story short, an evil man who kind of looks a little rapey has a gun, and if he shoots you with it in the game, you die in real life. Now, this sounds very different from Sword Art Online Season 1, and it is. It's an extremely different um, anime. They're going for more of like a steampunk feel. It's mainly focused around guns, and it's a much more modern style anime, if not futuristic. Cough, lightsaber ripoff. But this, when I first started watching it, if I had never seen Sword Art Online Season 1, I wouldn't have been lost. I would not have been like, what's going on? You don't need to watch the first season, but it definitely helps you pick up on like some little inside things and like recognize patterns and whatnot, and overall it just makes it a better experience. But by no means do you need to watch the very first season to understand this and to enjoy it, because while I did watch the first season, I could tell just by watching it that this was made completely differently, and it was definitely trying hard not to just copy the first season. Now, what is different? Well, on the left there, you're going to see his in-game character in season 1, or basically how he looked 90% of the time. And on the right, you're going to see how he looks in season 2, 90% of the time. You see, first off, he's got a gun in his hand. That's one of the main differences, but he kind of keeps this look where it's somewhat recognizable, a little bit. He's got mostly black. He's got black hair, same kind of face, but very different enough to the point where he almost looks a little bit like a girl. And don't worry, he does use that to his advantage. And a lot of the characters from the first season just aren't here. If they are here in this anime in this second season, they're very minimal and they don't have much impact on the series. It's basically whole new characters and whole new everything, and that was really refreshing for me because I'm kind of sick and tired of seeing, oh, this is the season 2 of the anime, watch season 2 now, and you click on it, you start watching it, and it's like, oh, this is literally just like season 1.3, not even 1.5. It's literally not even different enough to be season 1.5. Now, better or worse, it's hard to say. It's basically personal preference. Do you like sword fighting and fantasy more, or do you like gun gaming, murder, rape more? And that sounds bad, but I would say the main difference is, while Sword Art Online had its serious moments, its dark moments, it was very minimal and not very often. This one definitely delves into like what is reality and what isn't, and inner demons and a little bit of rape. I'm not gonna lie, but it's not too graphic. But this anime is not afraid to show you the darker side of this world, and that really clicked with me. And I know I probably sound like a sadistic weirdo, but these darker animes, they're just beautiful in a way, in that they're able to capture so well kind of like that darkness that every human has, and those emotions that every human feels from time to time, and they're able to put it in these animes so perfectly that it just blows my mind. And that's why I kind of like this genre more. And of course, I can't say better or worse for sure. If you're asking my personal opinion, I would say that the first season for me was better, simply because it was my first time ever having an anime like that, and it was one of my first ever animes to watch like all in one sitting because I loved it so much. Now, my thoughts. It's different enough from the first season to basically be its own anime. And there you see Death Gun right there, and he looks kind of rapey, just creeping over your shoulder. But back to what I was saying, enough about creepy rape. It's different enough that this could literally be its own anime. They could have called it Ballsack Online, and I would have been like, okay, cool. And I would have been like, this is kind of like Sword Art Online, but it's not Sword Art Online. It's that different, but it's also, to those of us who are familiar with the series, to familiar with the characters, and familiar with how kind of the world of Sword Art Online works, it's recognizable. And I really like that because with hardcore fans of the series, it will definitely resonate, and you will definitely be like, oh, yes, this is my shit. I love this anime. And with people who are brand new to it, you don't have to go back and watch the whole first season. You can maybe watch a couple episodes and then say, okay, I understand who these characters are. Now let me go watch the second season because maybe, the whole guns and rapey thing is for you. And that's 100% okay. Now, enough about all that. The hookups. I have a link down in the description. Most times I do, unless it's not really available. And you can watch every episode of the first and second season online for free. It's a pretty sweet deal, I know, but I love you guys enough to hook you up with it. And make sure that you definitely take full advantage of the hookups because this is definitely 100% an anime worth watching. And hint, hint, I may have a video coming out that's kind of like my top 10 anime of 2014, and this one might be on it somewhere. Number 7. But thank you for watching as I rambled through this video. I'm sorry if I was coughing and stuff a lot. I have been very sick for the past while, and I hope you enjoyed the video nonetheless. Sorry if it sucked, but this is about all I can do. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Goodbye.